Now, Chiamaka, would you please come to the lectern and address your fellow graduates?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, friends of the college, family members, and of course, my fellow graduates. I would like to start by saying thank you to my amazing parents for traveling from Nigeria to be here today. And to my incredible mentor, Dr. Janie Lewis. I came to college looking for answers, yet some of the answers we found in the classroom did not seem relevant to our everyday lives. I've heard complaints about not understanding the tax system while being forced to learn things like the quadratic equation. I admit, these seem to be fair criticisms. You get fined if you miscalculate your taxes and could even go to jail. But the penalty for failing to learn the quadratic equation is minuscule in comparison. So, why do we need what we learn in the classroom? And how is it even relevant to our everyday lives? Most of us have gone through part of college thinking professors set up their syllabi to include reports, tests, quizzes, papers just solely for us to fail. But during my final years in Geneseo, I came to realize the hard way that this was not the case. Our liberal arts education is not so much about how much knowledge we can fill our brains with, but it really is about teaching us how to think. Think back to a course which you memorized most of the material in a textbook. Yet, upon taking the exam, everything seemed so foreign. I remember once getting so frustrated about it that I went around asking professors why materials on their test seemed so alien to me. And as if they all had a secret code, they all gave me similar answers. The whole point of the test is to get you thinking, to teach you how to connect those dots. Now, you may have felt a bit insulted by the insinuation that you need anyone to show or even teach you how to think. Isn't admission into a college as highly selective as SUNY Geneseo testament of my thinking capabilities? But when I became a tutor, I realized that making these connections and integrating different ideas does not come as easily as we would hope. It is something that is gradually learned because there is a hierarchy to learning, teaching, and thinking. Thinking is a choice. This freedom to choose our thoughts. To me, this brings up my experience with the concept of pi. Many of you sitting in this arena wearing a graduation regalia can probably tell me what pi means. We had to learn it in class sometime. But the question remains, why do we need this information? What is it good for, and when would we ever use it in our daily lives? But with the great tools given to me by Geneseo, an answer on this usefulness of pi ensued. Of course, I am not speaking of the baked dish filled with deliciousness, but of pi, the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. An irrational number that starts out as 3.14. Who wants to give me the rest of those numbers? I know you guys know it. No? No? Okay. 3.1415926535 to infinity. I can only imagine the math and physics majors who might love to keep reciting those numbers, but we don't want to bore the rest of the crowd. I marvel that this number is infinite, without ever repeating any part of itself. This means that contained within the string of decimals is every single other number. Your social security number, your Geneseo ID number, your phone number, it's all in there. And if we convert these numbers into letters, we get every word that ever existed in every possible language. From the first syllable you spoke as a child, to the name of your first crush, and down to the meal you had last night. Everything we ever say, think, or do, all the world's infinite possibilities are contained within the string of numbers. This is my answer on the usefulness of pi. Physics majors might think otherwise than math majors, but that's my answer. With the great tools given to us by Geneseo, we all can examine pi and come up with so many different interpretations, and those explanations will be ours. This gift of curiosity and innovation with the free choice of thinking is given to us through our incredible faculty here at SUNY Geneseo. Just as pi has its unending possibilities, Geneseo offers us unending opportunities through its liberal arts curriculum. Ideally, we have all come to realize that the most significant thing we get from our education is that capacity to think. And amongst that, we also take with us the training to choose carefully what we spend our time and energy thinking about. Geneseo has given us that gift of choice. This gift provides us with tools to figure out the answers to all our very own questions. Questions that are relevant to our everyday lives. This tool of selective thinking illuminates the value and power of our liberal arts education. And it explains why this degree we are receiving today and the knowledge we've gained in the classroom has real life value. However, these unending opportunities do not end in the classroom. How about those questions that the answers don't come easily to us? Questions like, how do I fix a broken heart? Funny enough, we are equipped to deal with such problems. Our wide range of subjects in our liberal arts curriculum that includes dance, music, and art has instilled life qualities such as these Geneseo core values hanging behind me. Geneseo has inspired our minds, and that inspiration will allow us to excel in our art. We know that Picasso was educated in creating art. And Colonel Sanders, by blending his 11 herbs and spices, was educated in the art of creating Kentucky Fried Chicken. We all will soon become an artist. In biology, physics, chemistry, math, business administration, childhood education, or wherever your part or interest may take you. But alongside teaching us how to think, Geneseo has instilled other values that will forever remain with us. Values such as volunteerism, through service trips that extend from right here in Geneseo to Rochester, Brooklyn, Biloxi, Ghana, and even Haiti. We engage the community through blood drives, Relay for Life, food drives, and many more. And through all of this, I've learned respect for the individual and to care for the well-being of others. I've learned not only to value tolerance, but to celebrate diversity. I've learned to listen to others, value their opinions, and to work together towards a common goal. And I am confident that most of you have gained similar lessons and values through your own experiences. The Geneseo spirit seeps through every one of us. The feeling we share when we chant at our hockey or basketball games. And that feeling of grief when we lost members of our student community. Unfortunately, as a class, we've experienced tragedy. But this has shown us how to be Geneseo strong. Look around you. No, really, look around you, not just graduates, everyone, look around you. Look at the person sitting next to you. Graduates, look into the crowd for that professor that made you think. And look into the crowd for your family and friends that made this journey worth taking. With this knowledge, we will do great things in our future. I am 100% confident about this. You can quote me like in 2050 or something. I'm confident about this because so many of us who are part of this Geneseo community have already done so many great things. Just in case you didn't hear anything I just said, I'm going to just summarize it. Learning how to think is just a way to simply say, learning how to exercise control over our lives, our thoughts, actions, and their outcomes. This freedom to choose our thoughts allows us to decide what has meaning to us and equips us to function in the world we find ourselves, a world that has so many unanswered questions. This, I believe, is the real prize of our senior Geneseo education. So my fellow graduates, embrace this gift of education. Decide what you let your thoughts dwell on as you go into the world today. Embrace this gift of curiosity and strip away the anxiety of what comes next. Because just as Pi has shown us, there are infinite possibilities, and the outcome is all up to us. Congratulations, class of 2016. We are and will forever be one Knight and one Geneseo. Thank you.